Hello, y'all. This is Julian Rico. It's NFL playoff prediction video, of course. So we got divisional round predictions. Last week I went 4-2. So fortunately, those two losses was I kind of say it's a rough loss, but the one that's a Texans upset win, that was brutal. So we got we're down to 8 teams. Only 4 can make it to conference championship games. So let's get to it. We'll begin on Saturday with the Houston Texans taking on the Kansas City Chiefs at 4:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN Plus. Kansas City is an 8-point favorite in this game, and all the attention is the Texans, of course, coming off a big win at home against the Chargers, which number 1 scoring defense, of course, but that doesn't matter. The Texans defense stepped up and had Justin Herbert a trumble day, having 4 interceptions, of course, two to Derek Stingley. They're going to head to Arrowhead to take on the Chiefs, the back-to-back Super Bowl champions. Now, how do we see the Chiefs season? Let's just say 15 wins is good, but there are questions still around this Chiefs offense. Of course, the news today, of course, aside the assistant general manager, which I'll get to that in a later video, they have announced that Joe Thuney will be playing left tackle over DJ Humphries. Now, Joe Thuney played left guard, of course. We've seen him in New England, plays left tackle, left guard. He can play those positions, but I'm a little worried about that because, again, I know this is an issue for the Chiefs. Of course, they don't score a lot of points, of course, but they had these tight games, of course. And Mahomes, doesn't matter. He's Mahomes. He'll find ways to win a three-peat. But their Chiefs defense has been outstanding this year. They're one of the best defenses, maybe not only the best defense in the NFL this season. And this is, of course, a rematch of Week 16, of course, that the game that takedown went down out for the year. Kansas City won it 17-29. Here, with this 8-point favorites, I think it's going to be a good game. The only question will be, can this Texans O-line go up matched up with the Chiefs D-line? Of course, you got Chris Jones there. You got George Karlaftis is in that mix too. They're going to have to be a good offense if they're going to beat this Chiefs defense. But I got the Chiefs. I just don't see the Texans moving on to the AFC Championship game. And once again, the Chiefs will be hosting the AFC Championship game. They win it. Final score, just like their last meeting, I think it's going to be close. I'm going to say 27-17. The Chiefs find ways to win and advance to the conference championship game. Let's go to Detroit. This is going to be a top 5 offensive game. You got the fifth offense scoring offense, the Washington Commanders, taking on the number 1 team on offense scoring points, the Detroit Lions, 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Highest spread of the week. Detroit is a 9.5-point favorite. I don't see this as a 9.5-point favorite because I know the reason why 9.5-point favorites. Because Washington defense, again, they struggle against the run and they struggle against the pass. Last week, that doesn't matter. Jaden Daniels finds a way to win football games. And coming off a big win, they should feel confident, maybe, after a huge win against Tampa, maybe. But what a season for the Commanders, of course. I already mentioned you hire a new GM, a new owner, of course, a new head coach, bringing in a new quarterback and Jaden Daniels. This team looks like they're going to win the division next year if they can bring in some pieces there. They're going to take on the Lions, who they should feel better themselves because injuries, even though this season for them has been injuries, of course, but the good news is they are expecting to bring Terran Arnold back. He'll be ready to go tomorrow. And David Montgomery. So Sonic and Knuckles will be back. Are back teaming up. But this is a good game. This is being played in Detroit. Now, I did see the Commanders practicing with Lions fans crowd. So check that out. That was on Instagram with the Commanders practicing while they're hearing the noise of the Lions fans. And that's good. This stadium is going to be rocking in Ford Field. I'm going to go Lions. I score for this one, 27-31. Lions win it. I think it's a high score game. And the Lions move on back-to-back conference championship games. Let's go to Sunday. We got a good one. This is one of what could maybe be the upset of the week. Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. 3 p.m. Eastern on NBC and Peacock. Philly is a 6-point favorites in this one. Of course, another rematch game. And this is a really good game. Here's why. Rams team has been improved. Their defense has been outstanding. For example, look at how they did against the Vikings in the wild card. 9 sacks. And they only allowed 9 points. That is the LA defense we want to see. But now they got to go to Philly to take on the Eagles, who only managed to score 22 points. But their defense does manage to help them win this game. That game against Green Bay. Of course, this is another rematch, of course, that was played in LA, where Saquon Barkley had what I would say 255 rushing yard game. Obviously, yes. This game's going to be really a bit closer than I would say than a 6-point favorite. I think Eagles win it 24-28. It's going to be close, but I think the Eagles prevail. They will take on Detroit in the NFC Championship game. To the game of the week. This is the game of the week. Everybody's waiting for it. The reigning MVP, Lamar Jackson, taking on the favorite to win league MVP, Josh Allen, 6:30 p.m. Eastern on CBS and Paramount Plus. Baltimore's a 1-point favorite. Have I ever told y'all what's the weather forecast for this game? 8 degrees and maybe potential snow game. What better way to have playoff games in Buffalo? But this game, I went back and forward for this one. But let's break it down. Baltimore coming off a big win against their division rivals. Of course, they won because of their running attack with Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. But good news for the Ravens. Well, unfortunately, good news is you're playing the Bills. So do you want to you want to run the ball? Go ahead. Bad news is Zay Flowers is doubtful in this game. So we don't have a update for this injury right now, but we're told that he is doubtful to play in this game. And if he's not playing, the Bills defense will know they're going to be running the football. And to me, the Bills only allowed a 1-score drive from the Broncos, 7-0. How much did they put? Well, 31 points, 31 unanswered points. And that's what this Bills team has been. Since the firing of Ken Dorsey last year, when Joe Brady became the interim offense coordinator, it's the running ball. Run the ball, make creative offense, and they done that. Of course, they didn't. Now look at Joe Brady right now. Promote his offense coordinator, and they still do the same thing. They do. And here they are again in the divisional round. This is, of course, another rematch back in 2020 where Lamar Jackson, if you remember, he got his first playoff win against Tennessee in Tennessee and threw a terrible pick 6 to Tyron Johnson. Bills won that 3-17. That was a big one. But now this is going to be a monster game. Both quarterbacks are tied to 2-2 series. And I got to be honest, I had Eagles-Ravens in the Super Bowl. I don't think so, because look at where the Bills are right now. Everyone wants to know, can we make it to the Super Bowl? The answer is, if you stop Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, and if Zay Flowers does not play in this game, there's a better chance for you guys to win this game. The only thing I will need to see is which Bills defender will be tracking Lamar Jackson the most. Because once the defense knows it's Derrick Henry, who's going to be paying attention to Lamar when he does the read option? This game's going to be fun. I'm going to go with the Bills. Hey, Bills Mafia, stand up. I got the Bills winning it. The only reason why the Bills win it is Josh Allen. He will find ways to win in the biggest games. You saw that against Kansas City. They ended that undefeated streak. That is what we're going to be seeing. And it's going to be rocking over there in Highmark Stadium. Give me the Bills. Score 28-31. I think Tyler Bass hits it, and they will go to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs in conference championship game. All right, folks, that is it for today. And if you have not seen my prediction video for the national championship game, go ahead and check that out. That should be a fun breakdown of Ohio State and Notre Dame. Again, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell if you haven't done that before. And we'll see you guys in conference championship week. See you guys in the next one.